welcome. I'm so very excited to be back. It's been about, I calculated it was about 6 months since I've last done a recorded reading on my MellowNeptuneWaters YouTube channel, and I've missed it. It has been very busy, and now that I have been released from some stuff, I am clear. I am free and clear to do what I am most passionate about, and that is work as a diviner, and a seer. So I am very, very honored, privileged, as the kids say, and excited to be doing these readings again. I'm gonna jump right into the usual practice of just grounding and being present. So if you will join me, we're just gonna do a few seconds of deep breathing. If you need to go longer than I am in this video, pause it and keep going. If you say, I'm good, feel free to skip it, okay? Get comfortable. If you are driving, do not get comfortable. At least not with your eyes closed. You can breathe, but breathe and be conscious of where you are and safe wherever you are. If you are not driving, ideally, sit comfortably, stand comfortably with your feet grounded and planted wherever they are, or your bottom. Just feel your being secure and solid and planted. Soften those places that feel tight and tense, especially hyper tight and tense. Just become mindful and aware of them, and send your breath into those places, taking a deep breath through your nose, filling your belly up like a super duper balloon with helium. Feel the air going up your nose, your head, your crown, your full body. And as you exhale, release it through the lower part of your body into the earth. Continue this cycle. You're inhaling the air as you're pulling it up through the earth, through your body, feeling it coming through your crown. And as you exhale, whenever you exhale, release it through the lower part of your body back into the earth. Continue the cycle. Take 3 more deep inhales. Last one. And just be present and open to receive whatever word and whatever message wants to come through for you right now. Releasing any preconceived notions. Being present and allowing. All right, so yeah, there's been a lot happening cosmically, a lot. I'm certain you all have felt it. I know you all have felt it, especially many of you who are very receptive, and your dreams, just whatever, visions, tasting, touching, just sensing something. Even if you didn't have the language, it was like there's just something weird, unusual, something eerie, something changing, something shifting. All of that has happened, is happening, and will continue to happen, especially through the beginning of next year, even beyond. Of course, life is always evolving. There are just certain cosmic events that are taking place that show proof of this in their interaction with one another. I will speak to two. We just had a full moon eclipse in, who was it? Pisces. Of course, I'm a Pisces. And endings, brilliant endings. Pisces is the end of the zodiac cycle, and it is this mature element, this very understood and knowing. I shouldn't say understood, because sometimes it's misunderstood, right? If you don't really lock in, but with that kind of eclipse, it brought a lot of understanding and knowing. And it's this time we're in, especially as we're entering into this new moon eclipse on Wednesday, October 2nd, in Libra, it's very decisive. This, that, hot or cold. There's no more lukewarm. That middle pot doesn't exist anymore. And we are being called to call in what we want, release what we don't want. And being clear on that, this teetering the line, it's no more. It doesn't exist anymore. And as we hold on to that middle ground, we will be pulled in either direction. So hopefully wherever you are stronger leaning is where you will be pulled to, and hopefully it is for your best, is for your good. Especially in this era of Libra energy. Happy birthday, Libra. Lots of correction, lots of hard truths, lots of hammers being drawn down. I just heard correction. This is the path. This is the time for getting on the good foot, as James Brown said. And the grace, I can't say it's lifting, because grace is always there, right? It's shifting significantly, which is why you picking your path. It's no more middle ground. All right, we are going to jump into each of the zodiac readings. Each zodiac reading will be freestyled, whatever spirit wants to share with you, whatever message that they have for you. Of course, if it does not resonate with you, you don't have to accept it. Go to your other placements. These readings will be for sun, moon, and risings of each of those zodiac signs. And also, I invite you to follow my YouTube channel if you are not already, MellowNeptuneWaters, all right? Also, if you are interested in a one-on-one booking, you can email me, MellowNeptuneWaters@gmail.com. All right, let's get into it. What's up, Sagittarius? I've been forgetting to say this in my readings. Please like this reading, this video, comment, subscribe to MellowNeptuneWaters. Liking it and engaging with it helps with the algorithm. It helps other people find this reading. It feels great to be back. I would like to engage with more and more of you amazing human beings. Also, this reading is for Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. Feel free to check out your other placements. This is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, take what resonates, leave what does not. And again, check out your other placements, okay, especially your rising sign. We're going to do a card pull. We're going to see what Spirit has for you this October, Sagittarius. It's interesting. I just saw this like really big balloon blowing up. Like, it was like it was coming towards me. Was it blue or purple? There's some symbolism in balloons blowing up. Not like blowing up, but like being blown up. 8 of Swords. This feels, I like the energy of this 8 of Swords right now. 8 of Swords sometimes can feel like, oh, I'm stuck, I'm trapped in my thoughts, I'm trapped in this reality. For some reason, in this, I don't know, it could be like BDSM, whatever, but it feels very, especially in her colors. She is in a place, and this is just the representation, but this is any feminine energy or any energy. 8 of Swords, this energy very much feels like taking back your power. Like you already know you're coming out of the BS or some kind of something that had you bound. Come on, somebody. Look at this energy. King of Wands. You have the Star card. Yeah, you are very much. And then even these colors with the Eight of Swords and the Star card, these purples and these blues, the depths, this introspection where you got to see some aspects. You got to see some aspects of yourself, but there were some parts of you that were being called to the forefront that like they needed to come out. It was urgent. It is urgent for them to come out. And so you're setting yourself free. This is willingness. You're setting yourself free from the chains you thought had you bound. Come on, somebody. And there's just this light energy. I feel like she even has like a little subtle, slight smile. It's like she's playing at this point. She's harnessing these swords, and it's like, oh, I got a plan. These things ain't about to keep me stuck and bound. I'm about to harness them. This Star card is the same energy. It's like coming out of a challenge, a hard time, and people seeing you. It's like this purification, people seeing you in a new light. This Knight of Wands. So you got the Eight of Swords, and then right after that it was the Knight of Wands. Okay, just to keep it in order. Then it was the Star card, and then it was the King of Wands. Knight of Wands, King of Wands. Very masculine energy. And as I always say, this is not restricted to one gender. This is the divine masculine energy, which comes through any and everybody. All right. So these could be people who are showing up in your orbit. Really what's coming to me, Sagittarius, is that this is a representation of you. This is the fire, this fire that is coming out after the hard times. It's like the Tower card, which comes before the Star card, but things fall apart. You're starting from scratch in the literal sense or the emotional sense, but you're just clean slate, and you've really taken back your power, and you're harnessing it. You're wielding this wand, and you're making SHIT happen. Especially with this king, you see the light at the top of his wand. It's like he is channeling everything he has learned and grown from. He's like pulling power and energy from the earth, from the ground, from the source. And you can't tell him nothing. This Knight of Wands is action. The Knight of Wands is action. You're taking action with these swords, with these tools. So the tools that you have now that came from hardship and challenges, or feeling stuck, feeling bound, God, that worked in your favor, didn't it? There was no disadvantage. Not really. Not truly. I've been wanting y'all to see these cards. Sometimes it won't, the angles. The angles. All right. Let's do it like that. Like so, like that. Let's see if there are any other messages Spirit has for you for the month of October. Okay, fine. They said, I said what I said. Seven of Cups came up. It did come up in reverse. Justice card. Those came up on the table. These fell on the ground. Empress, Three of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like you'll have some challenges this month. And they're fun challenges. It's like a game. It feels like a game with the Seven of Cups and the Justice card. And even this Three of Pentacles. But and the Empress card too. A lap of luxury. But this Three of Pentacles. These even look like games. I don't know. It feels like, not Miss Pac-Man, but just some like ball. Like those little contraptions. You put the ball in and it just goes down all of these tunnels, and it just works out. It feels like that's what you're doing this month. You're playing. This is a playful month for you, and not just like skips, hops, and jumps. but a playful, like, I learned so much when I thought I was bound. Like, even being in prisons, folks be writing, coming out with books, conceptualizing, like there's, and she's an orange too. Feeling bound and feeling trapped has its gift. It gives you so much to play with, so much to wield, so much, you know, so much that you can do, right? So much to choose from. With this being reversed, it could be that you felt like you had too much to choose from. It could feel like you felt like you had too much to choose from and it was overwhelming and you had to come back to center, come back to balance. You could also be, this Justice card could be a Libra, doesn't have to be. It is Libra season, so it could just speak to the time, the era that we're in. I just heard, try me and see. It's interesting with this Three of Pentacles. These kind of look like blades. They look like swords a little bit. So even that, it's like play. Your play, what you're coming up with, what you're creating. You're setting yourself up for success. You have Wands, Swords, Pentacles. You do have all four elements. Yeah, it's like an alchemist. You're taking all of these elements and making them work, and not from like okay, I guess I gotta make it work, but from like, oh, I get it, that's why I had to journey through and experience what I experienced so that I could have all of these tools to make do what it need to do. Copy that. And then the bottom, okay, bottom of the deck, baby. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. You're playing. It's literally a game for you. Game time. Sagittarius. You playing a game. And you're playing to win. So you get to kind of see how this plays out for you. And then the card after that is the Magician. I just said Alchemist. Sagittarius. I just said Alchemist. Now make sure that the work you're doing is not at somebody else's expense, especially if it's like a get back. Because, honey, this justice could work against you. Okay. Balance. Balance. The universe brings balance. Justice, fairness, righteousness. So make sure with this Seven of Cups, okay? This game, whatever you're playing, have fun with it. See what comes up. And also make sure you're not playing this shit at somebody else's expense. Because it will backfire. This did come out in reverse. That's why I'm reading it as that possibility. It had that potential. Empress, Lap of Luxury. This is really joyful. This is very nurturing. And you get to what you put back into the earth restores or gives to you. And again, in exchange, right? If what you have sowed is righteous, if you will, is just. Let's see what your angels want to share with you. There, the imagery here, each image, they're by themselves. And your journey, especially recently, could have been just extremely challenging, and you may have felt alone, deceived, led astray, whatever. And you might be wanting to get your lick backs. This is a good time to focus on your journey. This Three of Pentacles could be a collaboration. It's the bottom of the deck. Trust the universe. Look at, speaking of the universe, there's your message from the angels. Trust the universe. If there is an attempt at a lick back, I think just let things play out how they're supposed to. You don't have to force it. You don't have to make it happen. Because this was what the Wheel of Fortune, wasn't it? Yeah. Your work is your work. A similar message to Libras. Your work is setting yourself free. And it really just felt so loose. It feels loose. Maybe because the chains or whatever, the ropes that had you bound. we're starting to loosen up anyways. And you just got to the place where you're like, okay, this is all a game. We're in a, what's the word? The phrase just came to me and left. But in basically like a video game, this thing is on loop. And you're like, oh, okay, I see how this works. Okay, no, I've mastered it. And Sagittarius, you are very wise. Sometimes too, maybe a fault. Again, so the decisions that you make and whatever is coming up moving forward, make sure that it benefits you, but it's not at somebody else's expense. All right, Sagittarius, I love you dearly. If you would love to or like to send a love offering for this reading, feel free to at CashApp, $Marshmallow88. I want to say my Venmo is at Marshmallow88. All of that information is down below. If you would like a one-on-one reading, email me, MellowNeptuneWaters@gmail.com. Again, go ahead and like this video. Subscribe to my channel, MellowNeptuneWaters, and follow me on the Instagrams and Facebook, MellowNeptuneWaters. I love y'all. Happy Libra season. Take care of yourself, Sag. Bye.